Finally, there is an AI tool that can create videos for you completely free. Yes, there are no credits and there are no hidden limits. Just type a prompt and get the video. And guess what? It's Meta AI. So here's what's new about this feature. Each clip is 5 seconds long, but you can put them together to build a full story. Meta says it can even maintain character consistency if you describe the face and the body features in details. I'm going to test that claim. You can now animate a still image into a moving video, and unlike before, the quality doesn't drop. There's even a new space just for AI videos like TikTok, but only AI generated clips. You can add background music directly inside the app to make the clips more engaging. And yes, like I said, it's completely free. But here's the downside. The only limitation is that your characters cannot talk. They can move, they can act, but there is no dialogue. So you will still need to add a voiceover or a narration separately. But right now, Meta AI clips work best as B-rolls or cutaway scenes and not as talking head reports. In a subsequent video, I'll share AI tools that accommodate dialogue with AI generated characters. For journalists, this means even when there are no visuals, you can still generate videos that tell your story. Also, your source's identity can be protected as you tell their stories visually. So I tested this new feature with one of my reports, broke it down into scenes, and stitched them together into a full news clip.
After you've identified the story you want to use, the next thing would be to create a storyboard. A storyboard in layman terms is how you watch a movie scene by scene. Also the placement of how you want your videos to be done scene by scene. So I think that's the simplest way I can put it. So we first need to create a storyboard, and in creating a storyboard, you would need a detailed prompt. I always emphasize the need of a detailed prompt whenever you want to, give any AI tool to perform any task for you. So this is the prompt I want to use. I want you to act as a storyboard artist for AI video generation. If you need this prompt, please let me know. Input text, so you input your story here, then your task. Please note before I continue that I have already done all of this behind the scene before showing you, so that I don't waste so much time and we don't end up the video doesn't get so long. Alright, so your task, you break down the story into logical scenes. For each scene, describe the main visual action, setting, style or camera angle, short, clear, prompt sentence, a one sentence narration. After the scene list, character description, which includes gender, all of these things here. Then focus on visual storytelling only. Ensure the so if you need it, I gave it example of what it should how you should go about it. And so you go to ChatGPT to get your scene, your storyboard. Remember to copy and paste your story in that place where the space indicated for it. All right, so this was what it gave me. Scene one, Valentine's Day walk, the visual, the setting, the prompt, the narration, same thing down. The next thing you need to do, you want to also get the character descriptions for each character. So we tell it to give us details. So if you already have your own character description, that's fine. But you can ask ChatGPT to give me a detailed character description of all the characters. The reason for this is to ensure consistency. There are some videos that you watch and you realize that the faces of the characters generated are not consistent. So but sometimes it depends on the platform. But if it's a serious platform like Gemini, it maintains the character consistency. All right. So it has given me my character description, Olanipekun, the age, everything, like every single thing, every detail you can never think of. So the next thing you need to do is in as much as the first detail indicated a prompt, this is the prompt here. We want a very detailed prompt. So I will ask it, based on the details in this storyboard, create detailed prompts for each scene. It is this particular prompt that you would now feed into the AI to be generating either your image or your video. So the prompts for scene one is white shot of this, that, and yeah, the likes. So it incorporates the character description as well. So I went ahead to test it out, the first scene in metaai, but I noticed that the characters displayed were not consistent all through. So what I did was that I went to Gemini, and Gemini is a very good platform that helps with character consistency. So, but Gemini only produces images. So once we produce all the images on from Gemini, we'll move back to Meta AI to produce the video. Before you start producing scene by scene, create the characters like one after the other. So you first I create Olanipeku, the woman, I create a boyfriend, I create the police officer. So let's have each character, just them, without them being in any scene. The reason, you would understand the reason for this much later. So they were able to give me this one. Gemini gave me this for Olanipeku's character. So I asked it to give me a full image from head to toe. It gave me that. So I now gave it the details of her boyfriend, and this is what it gave to me. But it included her, so but that doesn't matter. That's fine with me. Then I asked it to create the image of the police officer. So I copied the character description from what I had gotten here. Yes. So this is what it gave to me, and so I created the one for the second police officer, and then I created one for the pharmacy and the pharmacist. So now it's time to create the scenes. So we have to go back to the scenes, and very important, you don't have to copy the scenes. What you can copy it and paste, but you can tweak it in a way that makes sense. So this is the first scene, a wide shot of this person. So let me read it out. A wide shot of Olanipekun, then her description details, blah blah blah. I don't need all the description details because I've already created her already. So what I did was she clutched. So when I was adding it, this is what I did. I went like this, upload, pick one, pick the image. For instance, let me just say this, and then type in the prompt. It's advisable you can start at the beginning, create an image of this particular with this prompt. Then then you beside this you put pictures, the picture attached, clutches her handbag tightly, blah blah blah, continue with it, and then it gives me this. So it was not giving me the right thing I wanted, so you keep tweaking the prompt in a way that it gives you exactly what you want eventually. So it was able to give me this at the end of the day. I wanted something of her running into the pharmacy, but I couldn't get running into the pharmacy. So eventually this was what I could get, but I don't think I used it eventually. So now the next one I did was create an image. So I uploaded this to the Olanipeku and then the pharmacist. Then create an image with this prompt. Indoor, blah blah blah. I think this should be scene 3. Yes. Shelves. The lady in jeans, that's Olanipeku. Initially, here they wrote Olanipeku, blah blah blah. Slim. I didn't need to repeat that again, so I just used her image instead. So and I said lady in jeans nervously holds a, according to the scene, across from her is a pharmacy attendant. The picture of the person in lab coat. It's not there. If you look at it, you see a pharmacy attendant, 30-year-old Nigerian woman, medium brown over. I didn't need to repeat that. I just said the person because it's to a large extent can be intelligent to get that okay, this person is not in lab coat, this person is not in jeans. And so continued the prompts, and then this is what it gave to me. So I continued. I also brought her image back again and then attached the first police officer, and I wasn't getting what I wanted. It kept giving me wrong output. So I opened another tab. That's another thing you can do. That's the hallucination aspect of AI. Sometimes when you have made use of a particular tab and it's not giving you what you want, open another tab and continue. So once I gave it the same prompt I had initially given, I was giving me a wrong output. It then eventually gave me this. So I did same for the rest of the prompts. Unfortunately, I didn't know that Nano Banana has like a restriction for the number of pictures you can produce. So he said I couldn't produce again until later at night, but I needed to continue. Another AI tool that can help in that regard would be ChatGPT. So I opened ChatGPT to continue my prompt. So the same thing I was doing in Nano Banana, but the thing is, Gemini is still a lot better because the character consistency is not this exactly the same. It's manageable, but it's not exactly the same as what Nano Banana will give you consistent character. This one, ChatGPT will give you an almost consistent character. So I continued giving it the image of the person and the prompt like that, like that. You tweak it. And so let's move on to creating the video. So I want to move it to the very beginning. So now I now attach, you do the same thing, you attach the image and then you write, the prompt to be create a video of the boy and the girl walking down the road. And so this is the boy and the girl. So we save that, we go back to this, create a video of the girl running, you attach. So yeah, you must have saved all of the outputs you got from Gemini and ChatGPT. And so now you have, so now I noticed there was something wrong with her hair. This is an afro, it's not supposed to be swaying. So I said, I prompted it again and said the hair is an afro, so it doesn't bounce. So it gave me something better. And so we continued creating the video. The lady in blue looks relieved as she looks inside the black nylon, something like that. So the policeman instructs the lady to stop running, create a video. So as much as possible, continuously tell it to create a video. Sometimes it remembers to just do it. And so that's that about that. So now let's move to CapCut. I have CapCut on my system. For video editors, this will be straightforward. I don't want this video to be very long. And so if I was to continue, I would have to go back and get the parts of the storyboard, the scene by scene, the things, the narration that is being used here. So on the 15th, on 15 February, no, this is not the first one. A day after celebrating Valentine's Day with her boyfriend in Ogun State, Olanipe Kun's life changed abruptly. So basically, that is how to create your story, your video from your story from start to finish. A day after celebrating Valentine's Day with her boyfriend, Olanipekun's life changed. On 15 February, she rushed to a nearby pharmacy to buy emergency contraception. Buying or using contraceptives is not a crime, but on her way home, a police officer stopped her and demanded to know what she carried. Accusing her of wanting to abort a pregnancy, he berated her for having sex. Soon, another officer ordered that she be locked up. She was detained despite Nigeria's own laws protecting reproductive rights. Nigeria is committed under international agreements to ensure reproductive freedom. Though she was later released without charge, her case showed the deep barriers women face. Her story reflects how women's autonomy is still constrained in Nigeria.
If you found this useful, please hit the subscribe button, share this with another colleague or creator, and let me know in the comment section what kind of story or report you will try to build with Meta AI. See you in the next one.